Hey guys, this is Alfred back with another video, and yes, it's been a while. I did not upload previous week. The main reason why is just a lot of things happening in my life, and because there's not much content, I decided to just take a break, so I do apologize. But anyway, in today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5.8 banners which is coming to Genshin Impact, and whether or not these characters are actually worth your PRIMOGEMS to roll for or not. Once again, I've said this so many times, but please pull your favorite characters first. This is a gacha game, so please pull for your husbando and waifus. Doesn't mean a character is meta, means you should feel enticed to pull for them. However, if you are here for a meta perspective, I'm here to give you guys my thoughts of which of these characters are worth your account in the long run. And with all that said, let's begin with this video. Now let's first talk about the new Electro character which is coming out, which is Infeffa. Infeffa is going to be a game-changing character, mainly because she power creeps an elemental reaction, which basically is the first of her kind, where she changes all her electro charge attacks into her new reaction, which is lunar charge. Now what sets lunar charge apart from electro charge is that lunar charge can crit. Now this is going to be huge for the electro characters. Right now, as you can see from the meta, the only viable way you can play electro is by playing Hyper Bloom, and no doubt you probably can still play Infeffa in a Hyper Bloom team, mainly because there is no team requirement for her in order to proc her lunar charge reactions. So once again, she is going to be game changing. In my opinion, she is going to be more of an off-field character. So if you need an off-field electro character, and let's say you have a lot of electro charge potential teams, or you are a big fan of Hyper Bloom, I think Hyper Bloom is still a fantastic way of doing damage, then you can consider pulling for Infeffa. If not, if you're not interested in playing this type of archetypes, then Infeffa is a safe skip. Now alongside Infeffa, you have Citlali, and Citlali in my opinion is the best support character in Natlan. I think she is better than Silonen, although that is very debatable. Now the reason why she's better is because she is the core piece for a Mavuika team. So previously Mavuika came with Citlali, so if you didn't manage to pick up a copy of Citlali, now is a good time to pick up a copy of Citlali. She is really decent because she does provide Hydro and Pyro Pen, so you are able to do more damage, especially if you are planning to play a melt team or you are planning to play a freeze team with her. And no doubt she is super flexible. You don't even need to play her in a Natlan team and she'll still be really good. And this is the main reason why I say if you have a lot of Natlan characters especially, you should look to pull for Citlali and not just be contented with Silonen. Although Silonen is good, sometimes it's better to put both of them in the same team in order to maximize your damage. Now speaking of Natlan DPS, the phase 2 banners feature two of them. We have Mualani and we have Chasca. Let's first talk about Mualani. Mualani is more of a single target base Hydro DPS. Most of the time you will be playing her in vaporized teams. I don't think melt is very strong for her, although you can play something like a melt vaporized combination where you put Mavuika and Citlali in the same team and you can do a bunch of damage there. Although it's really whack and you know you have all these reactions going around, I still think vaporize is still the way to go. For those that are wondering if you can play her in electro charge teams, generally it's not a good idea because she is more of a burst damage, whereas electro charge wants you to do constant damage, so there is a little bit of a contradiction there, and that's the reason why I don't really recommend you play it that way. So that is just my thoughts for Mualani. If you decide to play her, you need to play her with Mavuika. If not, it's completely fine. If you don't have the Natlan supports as well, like Silonen or Citlali, then you can go ahead and skip Mualani because Mualani really needs a lot of support for her to get going. And last but not least, we have Chasca. Chasca is basically the Scaramouche of Natlan. She does decent enable damage and has a lot of good swirl as well. Generally, you want to play her with multiple elements in the team so that you're able to proc that amount of swirl. And she is notably also really good with your Natlan supports, Citlali, and you can also play her with Mavuika and you'd be completely fine. In terms of damage, in my opinion, Mualani does more single target damage, but if you're looking for more AoE type of damage, you can look to pull for Chasca. She does excel well in that field. Now, in conclusion, I talked a lot about these characters, but which of these characters are actually worth your PRIMOGEMS? Now, if you are looking for a new electro character, especially with the new electro charge buff, which is the lunar charge, you should definitely look to pull for Infeffa. Infeffa is going to change how electro is going to be played in the future, so if you want to be early into that hype, you should definitely look to pull for Infeffa. If you're looking for a super solid support, especially if if you have a lot of Natlan characters, you should 100% consider Citlali. Citlali is just fantastic, and especially if you have Malvika, you should definitely look to pull for a copy of at least one Citlali. And finally, if you are looking for Natlan DPS, depending on which type you need more, let's say you need more single target, you should probably look to pull for Mualani. If not, if you need a little bit more AoE, you're struggling to clear AoE parts of the Spiral Abyss, then you should look to pull for Chasca instead. Now, with all that said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please do leave a like. It really helps the channel and it shows I should do more. Comment down below whether you'll be pulling for these characters or who you'll be saving for. And lastly, do subscribe. I promise we will be doing more of these videos in the future as well. And with that, I will see you guys next time. Peace.